dick is there. In my dick.
I am Bunny. Oh, that's your face. And I'm with my senpai.
Ish.
And we're gonna talk about our immigration shit.
And we're snuggled up like this 'cause it's kind of cold. Even I'm feeling cold. I've turned the heating on a few times.
Yeesh.
We finally have stuff to talk about on the immigration as well. We got a letter from the Home Office talking about biometric enrolment.
Well, it was actually an email. But...
Well, our solicitor got a letter from the Home Office and then emailed it to us.
And we got our biometrics done in the
Bunny got her biometrics done.
Oh yeah, post office, and we also went to the Manchester Library, and there was this really quiet room there
with a big dome that echoes. You just sort of go, and it goes.
Yeah, it was really quiet. It was. I was afraid to breathe because I thought my breathing would be too loud. I was like, wow.
The Manchester Library has changed a lot since the last time I was there. A lot of it was remodeled internally because of the dome. It's like 200 years old now. Because of the acoustics in there, all of those little noises over time that have echoed in there was causing the roof to become unstable, so they remodeled, they reinforced that, but they also remodeled downstairs. They now have a bunch of archives down there, which was cool. Anyway, we actually went to the library because we had some stuff to print out. We needed to print a page that they could scan the barcode so they'd know that whose biometrics it was. Initially I got some cheap things for my printer. Cartridges didn't work. That was my bad. I ordered the wrong ones at the time I got it. But then again, it was suggested by Amazon. A lot of people bought them with. I just didn't look at them. I thought, well, it's suggested, so they'll be fine. They weren't. So I went and looked at some other ones. I saw some other decently priced ones that said that I actually looked through several different ones, and it said that they actually worked with the printer that I got. I got them, put them in, didn't recognize them. Thankfully I was able to get a refund on that one. The other ones were too late, so we've ordered some more. They've actually arrived now, we just haven't picked them up from the post office, but they didn't arrive in time, so we went to the library instead. But we were originally going to go a few days earlier, and there used to be a printing place on the main road there. I was going to go and get them done there. That place is now gone. I asked at the post office. They didn't actually even have a printer, so they couldn't do anything. So I went to the local library. They had a printer, but it broke that week, and it had been broken all week. So we finally went to the central library and got the stuff printed off. I actually got several of the sheets for free, because whoever used it before put some money in the machine. So we got several of them done anyway. Then we got it done. We got the page that you needed for the biometrics. I wrote a letter explaining why Bunny being with me was so important to me. She wrote one explaining why her being with me was so important to her. And we printed something else. So we printed 5 sheets, didn't we? What was the 5th one?
Wasn't that the biometrics?
No, there was the biometrics. Two sheets from you, one from me, and something else.
No idea.
What was the other thing we printed off?
I can't believe there was so much trouble just to print something.
Yeah, God, it was a nightmare.
Does everybody just have a working printer in their home?
Anyway, we got that all done, and we went and we mailed it off along with my bank statements and a few other bits and pieces about Bunnies.
He also mailed my thing about my next plan on birth control. Maybe that will help, I guess. I don't know.
It might at least show the Home Office that we're, taking thingy bobs. We're not just going to go and like, and then Bunny will have a baby. She has extra right to stay here. We're actually doing this.
Does that even work?
Well, yeah. If we have a baby together, that gives them an extra imperative to let you be here, so that they don't split up the family. I mean, it's not cast iron. It's not a guaranteed way of doing it, but it's an extra way of, and you know. Plus, the baby then has the right to be here with the thing, which puts more of a drain on the thing because of on the society because of child benefit, which you get regardless of the amount of money you earn. You could be a billionaire and you still get child benefit, which is one of the things I really like about this country. They tell you, because that's for the child, not anything else. That's for the child.
But a lot of people spend it on booze or something.
Yeah, unfortunately, some people do, but you know, irresponsible people are irresponsible. Anyway, we went and got the biometrics done. And do you want to tell them about that? Because she went into this little booth thing, and I had to wait outside. So what happened in there?
Your picture gets taken, and you're supposed to have a neutral face and nothing covering your face. So
yeah, I was actually talking to the clerk about that, and as he came back out, he was like, "What are you doing smiling? You're not allowed to smile. We don't want people smiling here."
Yeah.
It's a very British thing that Southerners, Southern English keep trying to smile. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing up here? Get back down to Ponceland. Smiling.
Oh, maybe in Southern England you can smile.
No, you can't. It's a national thing. It's just Southerners tend to be a lot more happy. I mean, they're Southern. They wipe their asses on silk, and the streets are made out of gold and everything. And you know, but up here, I mean, there's a thing I saw on Facebook actually. It was a bunch of presenters at a football match. It showed Southerners are all stood there under their, you know, wrapped up in their raincoats with umbrellas, getting rain on and stuff. And up north, you're just there in jackets, getting pissed wet through because it's just some rain. Southerners are like pansy-ass ponces, smiling all the time and expecting everything to be given to them and stuff. They don't know what it's like to work for a living. Because I mean, they're literally born with $1 billion trust fund each, or something like that.
And they also scan your fingerprints.
No, the Southerners, the biometrics.
The biometrics, yeah. And that's it.
What was that? Was it like a little? Is it like a hand thing that you put it on?
It was just like a bar, and then you had to do your thumb first and one finger, and then your 4 fingers, and then it'll ask you to do the others. So that's it.
Yeah, we were actually in the post office for what, about 45 minutes, half an hour to 45 minutes.
Yeah, because like there was like only one guy that did it, and
there were 2 or 3 people ahead of us. One of them was up there for about 20 minutes, and Bunny was like, you know, it's going to be taking forever, and then we went through and we were done in like 5.
I don't know. I guess some people get very chatty.
Well, I think the people before us were actually asking a lot of different things. We were just there to get the biometrics done, but one of the people there, they were checking a whole bunch of stuff. They had their passports, so I don't know what they were doing. I think maybe they were there for a renewal and finding information out about it or something. I don't know. I did take a picture of Bunny while she was in there and going like, "Yes, I'm a bunny, oh, smiley bunny and shit."
Which you're not supposed to do when your picture's taken.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, I did a neutral face when it was my turn.
Yeah, that's why we haven't done this for a few weeks, because there wasn't really anything happening. We've known about the we had the thing for the biometrics for a couple of weeks. It just took us a while to get to it because we went to see my daughter the week. We did this last week. The week before, when we first found out about it, we went to see my daughter. We were going to do it on the way back, and there was actually a place we could have gone to, but we needed to get that thing printed off first. And by the time we hit Manchester, I was too knackered because we'd been travelling. We went swimming the day before, and we walked about 1.5 miles up a really fucking steep, big hill.
Yeah.
And then we're swimming.
I think we spent more time walking than actually swimming.
We only got about 45 minutes to an hour of swimming done. It was good though, it was a lot better stuff. But the thing is, coming back the following day, we were absolutely shagged. And whilst we were there, we met this little girl called Brooke. She's 8 years old. So she just sort of, as we got in the pool, she just sort of swam up to us and said, can I play with you? And Freya was like, no. Freya's my daughter. And then she looked at Bunny, like, can I play with you? And Bunny was like, okay. And she just sort of hanged around with us throughout. She was foster bellies, wasn't she? And then she was asking Bunny about, she was helping teach Bunny how to swim because it's only her second time going. And she's still not entirely confident. I'm sure you got, what was that thing? You got this long tube thing.
Yeah, it was like a floating
to help you stay floated. And then she was asking if Bunny had a boyfriend, and obviously said that she was married to me. She was like, oh, right. And then asked us if we kiss, and we were like, yeah. And she was like, do it now then. I was like, why? She was like, oh, I'll do it now. So we didn't. And she went, yeah. She leaned over to Bunny in a stage whisper and said, do you have sex?
And Freya was really uncomfortable.
Freya was just like, wait a minute, I'm swimming. Yes. But anyway, yeah, the reason we didn't do this, we didn't do the thing the week before that is because nothing had happened. The reason we didn't do this last week is because actually last week we just forgot.
Right.
Yeah, because we went out and we got the stuff done, and by the time it was all finished, we were really tired, so we just came home and went to sleep, and it just completely went out of our heads. The week before that was the swimming, so yeah, but this time we actually had stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
And I think that's it done now. Everything we need to put forward, as far as I know, we've done it all.
So it's the real waiting game now. Yeah,
we might not have anything to say for a while now, because at first it was like, yeah, let's do it every week, but now that there's nothing really happening, it just end up being us saying there's nothing happening, we're just talking about it.
And then we'll talk about our lives. And
which we end up doing
alliteration,
anyway.
The cat, he's like licked himself to oblivion.
Yeah.
He's like made himself bleed.
He has sores here and here, on his butt, on his balls, down most of his stomach and chest.
It doesn't seem like there's something parasite like.
I don't think it's a parasite.
Especially since the other cats, their fur is fine.
Yeah.
And they don't lick themselves to oblivion.
Putting we got a hood for him. It was like a cone, but a soft one rather than a thingy bob one, and he found a way to get around it. I ended up having to I tried stapling it in different ways, so he just had this little tube coming out, and it just seemed to stress him out even more. So I've ended up taking it off him. I'm going to try just giving him lots of positive attention. We have some tea tree oil to treat it. That seems to have helped. No, not tea tree oil. Tea tree, it's cream stuff. It's an antiseptic. He doesn't seem to like me putting it on, but he does seem to enjoy the after effect when it's soothing. It's just unfortunately, whenever I go near him now and touch him, he starts growling like crazy. But if I can get him to lay down, he can snuggle up next to me. Then he seems quite happy after that. This is the thing, he keeps coming over to me to snuggle.
But he doesn't like to be touched.
At the moment I move, he's like, "Rrr." So what I was doing earlier is I had him with me and I kept him still long enough until he relented and relaxed. I used to do that with Freya actually when she was a baby. She didn't like to sleep. So I had to hold her until she wore herself out, basically.
A lot of babies don't like to sleep. Like, that's the number one problem a lot of parents have, and they go crazy.
Yeah, the problem is most parents get really freaked out by it. You just have to kind of endure and just go, yeah, I know, just hold them until they relax. And I've kind of been doing like that with him. And then I gave him about 15 minutes. Then I slowly rolled onto my back and lifted him up onto my chest and did the same thing again. Then I rolled over again and put him on the left side of me. I'm going to keep doing that now to get him used to the fact that just because I'm touching him doesn't mean I'm going to start tormenting him and throwing him around and kicking him in the face and shit. And hopefully that'll fix his problem. It has nothing to do with immigration, but you know. What I am going to do though, regarding the immigration, I'm going to have a chat with the solicitor sometime next week and find out if there's anything at all extra that they need from us. So, we've given them a lot of stuff now. I don't think they're going to need anything else, but if there's anything else they can think of, then we'll get back to you with that. But yeah, what have we actually sent them now? In total, we sent them the passports, obviously.
Did I send them my ID?
Yeah, you sent them some ID, which was a few letters and things. We sent letters each that we both wrote about relationships. They wanted one from both of us, but we thought it'd make more sense if we did one each. Forgot to sign them though because we were in a bit of a rush. Whatever. Sent the bank statements. We sent this stuff about your national insurance number. They didn't ask for that, but I figured it can't hurt to send that on. We sent some of the stuff about your birth control stuff.
We weren't really planning that. I think Senpai just said that.
No, it was in the
folder.
it was in the envelope. I don't know why Bunny had put it in there. Same with the national insurance
it's easy
number.
to find.
I got that, but we usually were using that for all the stuff that we were supposed to send off, and it was in there. And I thought, screw it, just throw it in. You know, extra evidence can't hurt, really. Unless it was extra evidence of a conversation we'd had saying, yeah, we don't actually want to be married, and she just wants to come here so that she can sponge off the government. That might go against us.
Well, my boy.
Yeesh. What else have we sent off to them? So that's fine.
Like letters of support from my parents and
your parents,
and
my
then
mother,
your mom and Maka.
my friend Maka. I might ask for a couple more people to send us some of those, just to confirm that they know who we are and that they support us and that they know that it's genuine.
Blib.
And you were really happy with the one from my mother, weren't you? Because she said that you were beautiful. Oh yeah, they needed ID from all those people as well. So
and
Maka,
Freya's passport.
I was going to get into that. For Maka, we sent his driver's license, a scan of it, not the whole thing. My mother sent her passport. Her parents put down they wrote the letter and down at the bottom they scanned both of their IDs.
My parents' letter was the funniest. Yeah. We were there and we supported.
We fully support this marriage. And they asked for Freya's ID as well. I think they also wanted a copy of the residency order because she lives with my mother.
Was that sent?
Yeah, most people won't need that because most people don't have a residency order for their child, but in our case they did. They also needed ID, proof of ID for my baby. Was there anything else? I think that was everything, wasn't it? I think they needed my national insurance number as well. I'm not sure about that. Pretty sure they did. I think I just put that on the thing. And both of our passports, our physical passports, they keep hold of them to make sure that we don't bugger off somewhere else while we're in the process.
I hope it gets done soon.
Oh, proof of my income as well, which in my case was they needed proof of housing benefit, council tax benefit, which is the same thing. Housing benefit and council tax benefit, the same thing these days. They also needed my ESA and my PIP, and they needed a floor plan of the house to show with a report from a surveyor to show that it wouldn't be overcrowded and the place was suitable.
Supposedly this room can hold 7 people or some bullshit like that?
According to the size and the number of rooms, the maximum people allowed by law in a premises this size is 7 people. Because the living room's quite large, it can hold 3 people. This could hold 2.5. One of the other rooms could hold 1.5. And then the other one can hold 1, so it's 7 in total. You'd usually get in trouble for that. If we had more than 4 in here, you'd start getting in trouble.
Really? Okay. 7 people.
Yeah, it'd also be too cramped. I mean, it's a nice large place for 2 people and a baby, one child maybe. But you add like a 4th person in there. It's not that big. If we had the attic renovated, it wouldn't be so bad. It'd be about the size of a medium house, or a small house, but on the larger side of small, if you know what I mean. A 3-bedroom house rather than like a 1 bed. So if we did that, yeah, I could easily have 4 people in here, or 7 even. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yep.
Yes. My bunny is beautiful, and it's her birthday.
No, it's not.
In 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And the day before yesterday, actually, marked 9 months of us being married.
9 months of bunny with the senpai. Well, we've been physically together a little bit longer than that, but
yeah, 2 days longer than that. If you count the time we've actually been cohabiting.
Mm-hmm.
So we did 6 days in California and then the rest here.
Yeah.
It's her birthday in 3 weeks. What do you want for your birthday, my love? How about my dick?
Your dick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I can like chop it off and put it on a bonfire or something.
Nah, not that. Ew. Love it.
Cool.
Just regular dick.
Cool. Well, until then, we'll keep you posted. Probably won't actually because there's not much else to do at this point. Just fingers crossed. Send us good vibes. That we.
I'm doing my fingers crossed underneath this, in case you're wondering.
I'm gonna cross my balls.
We're gonna watch movies on Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween movies.
That's kind of what's the word for it? Not a ritual. When a family has like a thing that they do. Tradition. It's kind of like a family tradition for us now. At certain times of the year, we watch themed stuff. Like it started off with Halloween. We watched the Halloween themed stuff. A lot of people do that, but we also have done it at other times, like on our wedding day. We watched some wedding themed stuff. Bonnie chose to, and I chose to. Yeah, don't you remember? We watched Lovely Complex, and that episode of Ben 10 about the wedding.
Oh, okay.
What else did we watch?
You farted.
The thing about that blind gay guy, the love story thing with him and his friend.
The way you look.
The way he looks, yeah, that was really sweet. I like that film. It started out as a YouTube video, and we watched the full film of it. What was the other thing we watched? What was the other one I chose?
I don't remember. I'm a good wife.
Yeah, it was kind of a thing we'd do when we were talking online. I'd change Skype to show my desktop rather than the video, rather than webcam, and I'd put a film on to play and we'd watch it together. We'd talk about it. We still do that, watching films together, don't we? We watched a few last night. What did we watch? We watched Raining Darkness, which is a very
It wasn't last night.
Australian.
Was it? We did a reaction to How to Get Away with Murder.
We did that this morning.
So it was...
So, it was the night before then, yeah. Yeah, it was. And we watched something else as well on Dooved. Oh yeah, 7 Days.
Rape Baby.
Yes.
About revenge and shit.
Yes. Anyway. Yeah. I suppose we'll watch a bunch of stuff about immigration for... when we get the decision, won't we?
Maybe.
See how it goes. I think we should watch some birthday-related stuff for your birthday. What do you think?
Birthday movies?
Oh, well, watch bunny-related things then. Maybe
Disney.
Filipino things.
There's not really many Filipino things I like.
Oh, did we watch a Disney film, actually? As the wedding one.
Did we?
Did we? Did I choose a Disney film? I can't remember what I chose. I remember...
Well, if we're going to watch
Ben
bunny-related things, it'll probably be Disney.
Yes. I remember the episode of Ben 10. The one about the sludge women's. And Lovely Complex. And...
The way he looks.
The way he looks. What was the other thing I chose? Huh. But...
Yes.
Oh, whatever it was, we watched stuff. Anyway, I was talking about our life and stuff. We've just been talking about our life for like 20 minutes. Immigration stuff was at the beginning, and we've all done with that now. So, yeah. Let's call it there.
Yes.
Cheers. And this is my bunny.
That's me.
She's beautiful. She's very, very beautiful. She's my bunny. So, thank you for watching.
Bye.
Yeesh. uptight bunny. I'm a bunny that gets up.